Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over subscription service sign up forms. I'm currently in the Inhouz Cloud console in the subscription management tab. We're going to focus on our support auth service. This is an external service in the production environment. If we jump into the service page, we can see that it's already been configured. It's active, it's advertised, meaning that it's ready for sign-ups. I can basically go to the sign up URL to basically sign up for this plan. So today we're going to be focusing on the sign up form. So if I click on add users, I then see a form that has first name, last name, email, password, admin user, and referrer. To configure your sign up forms, we go to the configurations in the subscription service. One of the tabs here you see is the sign up form. By default, the system kind of comes up with about 8 or so sign up form fields. You can obviously toggle off and on what you want to display and what you do not want to display. So, you can also go ahead and add your own fields. But before we add a field, let's just go ahead and toggle off some of these fields. So I've toggled up the first name and the last name, and if I save and I launch my service, now whenever users come over here, let's refresh this, they no longer need to add email and the password. If I go back to the configurations, let's turn those back on. We've added a field here called referrer. It's currently an input, basically free text. So let's go ahead and let's delete this. We're gonna add it again, but this time around with a different type. We called it referrer, and let's call it referred by. All right, and let's make it a question. Right? Or you can say who referred us to you. Question. All right. Then we could give it a data field of referrer. It's going to be a text. It's going to be a select. So we're going to have options. All right. And we're just going to put a title there. It's like something that can explain what this is to a user. This is the, person or organization that referred our business to you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add. So we can see that we've added this referrer field to our form. Now it's at the top. If we wanted to reorganize and let's say move it to the bottom, all we need to do is just drag it all the way to the bottom and drop it over there. So let's say we had a couple businesses that we work with. Let's say we do Google. Let's add that as Google. Let's say we have an influencer called let's call this influencer Jacob the influencer. We can give it a value of Jacob the influencer. And let's just say Instagram. All right. Keep it very simple. We can make this a required field or not, just meaning that if it is required, then the user has to fill it up. If not, they will not be able to sign up. We're going to go ahead and save this and deploy. If I go over here to my sign up page and I go over here, I can now see that first name, last name is back. But more importantly, I can see the new field of who referred us to you. And I have the different options of Google, Jacob the influencer, and Instagram. All right. So just so you know, this admin user here simply just means that this user will be the admin of the accounts. By default, if you only have one user at the time of sign up, that user is by default the admin user. But if you're going to sign up multiple people at once, then you need to make sure that this is turned on or or off just for the people or the person who you want to be the actual account admin. The account admin is going to be able to do things like sign users up, transfer licenses, cancel accounts, terminate the account, change payment methods, and all sort of other functions from within the account settings page. All right. So, we've seen this form and we've seen how we can configure, multiple fields. But one thing to note is that this is an external service, meaning that this is a service that people outside of your organization sign up to your applications with, right? What does an internal service form look like? So we do have a sample internal service here for our demo application. If we just jump into it really quickly, let's look. We have one plan called base. We can basically go to that plan's sign up page by simply going to the link here, typing that in. So we can see here that our form is very, very minimal. It only has one field in it, which is just the email. We also have, a quick tab over here that we can just, search for users within the organization and basically just add them from here as well. Or we can basically just type in the email. Now, if we go into our configurations, into our sign up form, you will notice that for the internal application, we only have one field, which is email, and we are not able to add any more fields. Because internal users are already signed up to your account, right? If you were to go to your user management, you would see all your internal users and you could basically configure their accounts, change whatever information needs to be changed. Because these users are already configured and they're already part of your organization, we don't need anything else for the sign up process. We just need to get their email. Now, for internal users, it's very, very straightforward. Just the email. If we're going to do a bulk CSV upload, again, we're just going to upload our CSV file and then map whatever field we need to map that matches to the email. Let's say our CSV file has a column called user underscore email that has the user emails. That's all you need to do. Click on process users and it's just going to do the magic, extract all those users, and then find those corresponding users in your account. So for internal users, of course, if a user is not part of your account, then they are not going to be able to sign up to applications using internal subscription services. All right, that's been a quick walkthrough of the sign up form for subscription services. We've basically gone through internal and external. For external, we know that we have other options. We can configure our forms, we can rearrange, we could choose what to display, what not to display, what to make required, what not to make required. We also know that, for our internal subscriptions, it's only the email that is needed because internal users are already part of your organization. So meaning that you already have their first name, you already have their last name, and all those, little in between details. All right, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.